Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and today's video is going to be about a subject that used to be very, very hot in the news when Tesla just started delivering cars in many states, let's say 4 or 5 years ago. And all of a sudden I saw this article called Why You Can't Buy Tesla in these states. It was on Yahoo Financial News, and I'm going to put the link below. I'm going to put the link below for you to read the whole thing. It's a very interesting article. It's a bit long and a little bit wordy, but it's very interesting. So I summarized it for you so you don't have to, unless you really want to. So first of all, so you know, you cannot buy a Tesla in 16 states in the United States. Here are some of them. I just make a list in no particular order. Let's say Alabama, North and South Dakota. Why do we have two of them? Anyway, Kentucky, Texas, and others. 16 states, you cannot buy a Tesla directly. You will not find a Tesla showroom, a Tesla service center or anything. So if you can order it online like you order anything, but you have to go to the neighboring state. Here's an example. Let's say you live in Connecticut, which is one of those states that you cannot buy. You buy it in Connecticut, but you have to go pick it up, let's say in New York. You buy it in Michigan, and you have to pick it up, let's say in Illinois or Chicago, whatever that is. So why would the state give up that business? It's a lot of work, taxes, sales taxes, property taxes for all these things. Why would you give up that business? So that's 16 states. In addition, there are 9 states, like my home state, New Jersey and Colorado, where there's limited amount of what they call gallery dealership, but they don't call it dealership. Galleries, showrooms, where you can go and see a Tesla displayed. There's one of them not too far from my house. So, for example, in New Jersey there are 4 galleries. In Colorado there is only 1. So you can buy it in these states, in these other 9 states. I'm putting a map for you to see which states you cannot buy it. And you can buy it there, you can service it there, no problem, but in limited space. So why is that? What happened? Why can't you do that? So what is the Tesla model? The Tesla business model is very, very unique to cars, but it's not unique to phones. It's not unique to almost anything. You can buy online almost literally anything, including cars. There's a lot of car sites, used cars. So what is unique about Tesla? That Tesla does not want to withhold to this 1930 law of franchisees law, that a car manufacturer like Ford, GM, they make the cars, they cannot sell it directly to the consumer. They have to go through a franchise. To protect the franchise from a GM opening a store next to them and taking them out of business. So these were the laws in 1930s. Maybe they made sense in 1930s. Has to do with inventory, guaranteed sales. Doesn't matter. Are they applicable today in 2018? So Tesla has create cars for order. So you want a Tesla, you're going to order it, and then you're going to have to wait, and then you're going to get it. They're not going to make volume of cars, give it to a dealer and said, okay, you're on your own, go haggle, go bargain, go do this. This is the car, you order it, you pay for it. There is no negotiations, one price, one this. Something happened, we, the manufacturing Tesla, are responsible for all the repairs and everything that needs to be done. So you have those ancient franchisees laws, which Tesla doesn't want to abide by. Tesla says regular car dealership is not, for example, Schumacher dealership. I know them. I buy cars. I bought the Volt from them. They buy all kinds of cars. They buy all kinds of used cars. They sell all kinds of used cars and all kinds of cars. So they're not going to, it's not in their best interest to sell electric cars, which has no service, very little service to do it, which leads me, where do the car dealers make the money? On service. Electric cars don't have engines, don't have oil change, no radiator, carburetor, pistons, all those things that go wrong, belts, timing chains, and all those things. That's where the money is. It's like buying a printer. The printer is free. The ink you have to buy. So they make the money on the ink. So the car, you buy the car. They don't make a lot of margin. So they can haggle, they can make deals. But it's the service later on that where they make their money. So with electric cars like the Nissan Leaf, I'm in the Nissan Leaf right now. This car requires almost zero maintenance. The amount of money that I spend in the last 3.5 years almost since I bought this car is minute. It's minuscule. Nothing. Except for tires and wiper blades, which I didn't even replace since I bought the car. Or brake paddles, which I did not replace and I will not replace for many years from now. Electric cars, brake paddles last for a long time. So obviously they're not going to be incentivized to sell you electric car because there's very little maintenance. In Michigan, for example, the situation is the worst. Their franchise laws are so clear and strict that to get there direct to consumer is impossible. So unfortunately, people buy it from others, pick it from other states, which makes the state of Michigan lose a lot of business. It's counterintuitive. It's crazy. Let me give you an example. In 2014, I know it's 4 years ago, Consumer Report sent a number of fake buyers to look for electric cars in 85 different dealerships. And the salesman didn't know anything about electric cars. They tried to persuade those guys to buy gasoline cars. They said to them, one dealer said that you have to replace the battery every 2 years. All kinds of nonsense that they have no knowledge, or they're not interested, or whatever it is. Now, I have to say, a lot of things happened since 2014, 2013 to today. GM almost reaching 200,000 volt and Bolt EVs. They are behind Tesla, obviously, but they have sold a lot. Nissan Leaf is still, I think, the number one electric car sold around the world. So in other words, it does take time. I just don't understand why to make it so difficult for them, for Tesla and or companies like this making business, because you lose a lot of business but not having this car sold in your states. The property taxes, like I said at the beginning, and all those benefits that you may have. But the politics and the lobbying of the car dealership association, they call different names in each state, is so powerful that it's very, very hard. And you know what? It's a matter of time. Still, Tesla sold over 200, they're up to now to 230,000 cars. They're now in the trajectory of 20 to 50,000 electric cars a month. Okay, not a year, a month. They are on pace to sell 500,000 cars a year. So, join them. If you can beat them, join them. So they better join soon, those states, and forget about this ancient law. Can you imagine not able to buy something online or in a store in a state? Anything, phones, anything, and you can't imagine. It's really crazy. So read that article if you're interested. It's below, and I hope you enjoyed this little information session. So thank you, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Help me change the world one electric car at a time, and support this awesome channel by becoming a Patreon, or you can shop at the Electric Israeli store. See you tomorrow, guys.